Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Charlotte will get the first crack on offense today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The 49ers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Charlotte. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Aggies offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Here comes a handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
Again, makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. But they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, get after that quarterback for that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The tight end has got it. The reception hits about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. And the 49ers looking to keep this drive moving. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They're going to run it here. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback still with the football. The 49ers pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
It almost is like the quarterback just said to himself, I've got this. I'm going to find a way to pick up this first down. He gets the first and keep the chains moving.
Defense trying to hang on the 11th play on this drive. He'll ride the back again here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackle after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, 49ers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He hands it to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Well, Kirk, it's Charlotte in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him. He's sacked. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Charlotte. Just ran away from the defense. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
The shotgun handoff here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Yeah, he's looking to run some tempo here.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
I hand it off to the back. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Okay, it's third down after that run. And the quarterback dropping back. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, they can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
And the 49ers will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, 49ers. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Receiver makes the catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Catch made on the right side.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. See if they can convert the point after. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. The 49ers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive load of work for 44. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Charlotte. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling.
Hey, this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that
touchdown, 49ers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And now to try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Over to Juke, gets free now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. 1st down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the beatdown continues. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Aggies line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. A quick throw out left, complete. And the 49ers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A gain makes it second and medium. Caught quickly. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down. Well, Kirk, it's Charlotte in the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. The 49ers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This one is right through, and they add to their lead.
My gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Back to throw again. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Player is down injured at that last play. We'll take it. Now, that's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
I mean, wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the 49ers have first and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a